All right, let's just jump right in. I mean, we've all felt this, haven't we? You've got these amazing ideas for work tucked away in one file. Your class notes are in a totally different app, and then there are those random personal thoughts. Who knows where they end up? It's information overload. And it really feels like our best ideas are stuck, trapped in their own little boxes.
And that's the real problem, isn't it? Our knowledge is completely fragmented. You have your work life, your school life, your home life, and all the digital tools we use keep them in these separate, walled-off silos. It makes it practically impossible to connect the dots, to see that bigger picture where real creativity happens.
I love this quote because it just perfectly captures the shift in thinking we need. So instead of our digital notes becoming this graveyard where ideas go to be forgotten forever, what if we could actually cultivate them? You know, like a living garden, a dynamic, breathing system that grows and makes new connections all on its own.
Well, that is precisely the idea behind a new paradigm called the Fractal Grid Brain, or FGB for short. And let me tell you, this is not just another productivity app. We're talking about a whole new architecture for how we can structure and connect our thoughts.
Okay, whoa, that is a very formal definition, right? It's a total mouthful. You hear words like fractal, recursive, cognitive system, and it's easy to get lost. But hang on, don't worry about it. We're going to break this down piece by piece. The most important thing to get right now is that this isn't just a database. It's a system designed to be, well, alive and deeply interconnected.
And this image, this map, is a great way to start to see how it all fits together. You've got concepts like fractality, recursion, and this show principle, we'll get to that in a minute, all working together. See, it's not just a list of features. It's a truly integrated system where every part supports and strengthens the others, with this living knowledge base right at the center.
So let's zoom in on those three key phrases from that big definition. First up, living fractal knowledge graph. This just means it's not a dusty old filing cabinet. It's a dynamic ecosystem that's always growing and adapting. Second, recursive cognitive system. All that means is that it learns from how you use it. It's thinking about thinking. And third, it integrates human and AI. This is a real partnership where AI is there to help you, but you, the human, are always in the driver's seat.
Now, to really get why the FGB is such a big deal, it helps to put it up against something you might already know about, the second brain. This is where you can really see the massive paradigm shift in action.
So here's the fundamental difference. The whole idea behind the second brain is about personal productivity and, well, storage. It's about capturing information so you don't have to remember it. Fractal cognition, with the FGB, is about something totally different. It's about creating systemic connections to generate new insights. It's not about storage, it's about discovery.
This table really lays it all out, doesn't it? On one side, you have the second brain. Its whole job is basically to be a digital filing cabinet. Store stuff, find it later. But then you look at the FGB, and it's a whole different ballgame. It's a living system that's meant to model, connect, and actually grow your knowledge. It's not just you using a tool, it's a partnership. This idea of ethical human-AI co-intelligence. And check out that last row, the scope. It's not just for work, it's for your whole life. And that brings us to a really cool idea.
You know, one of the most powerful and honestly practical parts of the FGB is how it just demolishes those silos between the different areas of our lives. And it does this with a really simple but profound idea called the show principle.
SHOW is just an acronym for the four main places we spend our time: school, home, outside, and work. Instead of pretending these worlds are totally separate, the FGB creates this unified, life-wide architecture where ideas and learning can just flow freely between all of them.
And this says it all. I mean, think about it. That amazing idea you have while you're out on a hike in the outdoors part of your life can be directly and systematically connected to that huge project you're working on for your job. The FGB understands that brilliant ideas don't care about the artificial lines we draw in our lives.
So this is a really fascinating part. This whole concept isn't just about you as an individual. Because of its unique structure, the vision for the Fractal Grid Brain can scale and scale and scale.
And this is where the fractal part of the name really comes into play. You see, the same core principles that help organize one person's mind can be applied to a team's shared brain, and then to an entire organization's intelligence. And you can even imagine it scaling up to a societal level, maybe a global fractal knowledge web. The same beautiful, self-similar pattern works at every single level.
Of course, anytime you're talking about a vision this big, a system this powerful, It's not all sunshine and rainbows. We have to ask the hard questions. So it's absolutely crucial that we look at the ethical challenges that are being talked about right now. And 3 huge questions really jump out. First, data sovereignty. If the system helps you create a breakthrough idea, who actually owns that idea? Second, bias. If the AI learns from biased human data, could it just spread and amplify those biases across the whole network? And finally, cognitive dependency. What happens if we start to rely on the system too much and let our own critical thinking skills get rusty? These are not easy questions, but they have to be part of the conversation.
So as we start to wrap this up, let's bring it all back home to a simple, memorable takeaway. When it comes right down to it, the fractal grid brain is really a whole new way of thinking about our knowledge.
And if you want an easy way to remember the core ideas, just think of the acronym DRIP. It's dynamic, not static. It's recursive, so it's always learning from itself. It integrates human and AI into a seamless team, and its purpose isn't just storing data, it's about generating insight.
Which leads me to the final thought I really want to leave you with. I want you to just take a second and think about how you manage your own information, your own ideas right now, and ask yourself this. Is what you have just a collection of notes, a digital filing cabinet, or are you building an evolving, interconnected system of ideas? Because the shift from one to the other, well, that could unlock a level of thinking you never knew you had.